Welcome to NTN Nightly. I am Mel Norville. This edition's top stories. Saint Lucia is turning the corner in this latest wave of COVID-19. The Ministry of Health forecasts resolution by November. The circular economy regarded as a pertinent tool in Saint Lucia's national development. And Saint Lucia continues to prove a choice destination for global travelers. Saint Lucia is turning the corner in this latest wave of COVID-19. The Ministry of Health, Wellness and Elderly Affairs is reporting a reduction in the transmission rate, hospitalization rates, positivity rates and prevalence rates. Moreover, Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sharon Belmar-George forecasts average resolution of this fourth wave by November 2021. However, this can only be achieved if there are no major increases in risk for new transmission.
The daily infection rate for the past week was 22.1 per 100,000 per day, which is a 68% decrease from the previous week. We note a steady decline in the rate of transmission at this point, with a present rate of 1.3. We continue to note cases diagnosed related to social activities, workplaces, and spread between families. To date, the positive cases diagnosed in country, less than 2% of them are fully vaccinated, and 98% of the COVID-19 deaths and COVID-related deaths at the respiratory hospital were unvaccinated. The 2% deaths who were fully vaccinated had other serious underlying health conditions which contributed to their demise.
Since the fourth wave began July 25, 2021, there have been 133 COVID-19 deaths, on average 3 deaths daily, with a case fatality rate of 2.1%. Males account for 56% of the deaths. There has been an increase in severe cases, admissions and deaths from the southwestern zone of the country, which also corresponds to the areas of low vaccination uptake. The Ministry of Health will be doubling efforts with the implementation of specific interventions to address this issue, particularly as more cases of the dangerous Delta variant are recorded here.
The Ministry of Health, Wellness and Elderly Affairs received a notification from the Caribbean Public Health Agency of 9 new cases of the Delta variant. All of the cases are nationals from across the island. 7 of them are female, 2 are male, and the ages range from 25 to 69 years. We continue to ask the public to work with us and exhibit responsible behavior to manage this fourth wave. Let us all take personal responsibility to keep ourselves and families safe. We continue to have available both the Pfizer and the AstraZeneca vaccine free of charge in country at the various wellness centers. These vaccines have been proven to be safe and effective in protecting persons from developing COVID-19, its severe forms, complications, hospitalizations, and death. Parents are also encouraged to vaccinate their children from 12 years and older. Let us make the educational environment safer.
Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sharon Belmar-George. Minister for Health, Wellness and Elderly Affairs Honorable Moses Jean-Baptiste says government's commitment to improving healthcare services has been lauded by the World Bank. Honorable Jean-Baptiste, along with staff of the ministry, recently held discussions with a high-level team from the World Bank. The team was on island to review projects funded by the World Bank. Of prime importance to the health minister was the matter of healthcare reform.
We focus on universal healthcare. How do we finance universal healthcare, and how quickly do we get resources and also individuals who can help us, expertise on how to get universal healthcare going. We did say to the World Bank that we were in a hurry in regard to the healthcare reform, and universal healthcare clearly is our main objective. We also looked at the health system strengthening project, and we are going to take steps to strengthen the delivery of this project and to ensure that we get the benefits. So it was a wonderful meeting with the World Bank.
The World Bank officials also held talks with Minister for Education, Sustainable Development, Innovation, Science, Technology and Vocation Training, Honorable Sean Edward and his team, the Cabinet of Ministers, and visited the newly completed Miku Wellness Center.
We are looking forward to our work, continuing with the World Bank, and hopefully there will be more concessionary financing so that we can continue with our objective of making healthcare accessible, affordable, and to ensure that we have quality healthcare here in Saint Lucia. So it is an exciting time. and I look forward to the assistance.
Minister for Health, Wellness and Elderly Affairs, Honorable Moses Jean-Baptiste. The use of the circular economy is being regarded as a pertinent tool in Saint Lucia's national development. A panel discussion held Monday as part of Productivity Awareness Week 2021 highlighted the model's usefulness to sustainable development. The circular economy promotes recycling and reuse of existing materials for as long as possible. This serves as a sustainable means of addressing global issues such as climate change and pollution. Sustainable Development and Environment Officer in the Ministry of Education, Sustainable Development, Innovation, Science, Technology and Vocational Training, Janelle Volney, explained an aspect of the circular economy is sustainable production and consumption.
As part of sustainable consumption and production, we look at ways in which we would be able to re-envision our resources and look for the best way to be efficient for our economy. Sustainable consumption and production is stemmed also within the Sustainable Development Goals, Agenda 2030 for Sustainable Development. Now, sustainable development looks at satisfying the needs of the current generation without compromising the needs of our future generation. It looks at the environment, it looks at our people and the decisions that we make to ensure a sustainable development and prosperous economy. There are 3 dimensions in sustainable development, that is the social, economic, and environment. And the circular economy helps us satisfy the environment section of sustainable development.
Ms. Volney said that the Department of Sustainable Development is working to achieve efficient consumption and production through various measures, including the Styrofoam and Plastic Food Service Container Prohibition Act, which bans the importation of styrofoam and selected single-use plastics. This reduces the quantity of plastic waste, which currently makes up 22% of 33,000 tons of Saint Lucia's annual domestic waste. Laureanus Les Flores, Acting General Manager of the Solid Waste Management Authority, provided an analysis of waste disposal and recycling in Saint Lucia.
We did a waste characterization the last time in 2019, and what we found out was the organic portion of that waste collected from the households, which is about, like I said, 33,000 tons, is approximately 45%. So 45% of households, households dispose of 45% of organics in their waste. The next highest component in that waste is plastics, which is 22%. And all of that waste eventually finds its way to the landfills. We have an issue in terms of waste management. The recycling sector is informal sector. It is not developed in Saint Lucia, and this is one of the challenges. For persons who do not know, recycling waste costs a lot of money, and as a matter of fact, in most developed countries, recycling is actually paid for or subsidized by governments. Unfortunately, in Saint Lucia, because of our fiscal position, government cannot put in money into recycling, and this is actually primarily led by the private sector.
One of the initiatives established in Saint Lucia that promotes the recycling of plastics is the Replast OECS Recycling Project. Luxury and lifestyle travel magazine Condé Nast Traveler has named Saint Lucia as the number 9 destination in the Condé Nast Traveler Reader's Choice Awards 2021 in the Caribbean and the Atlantic. The magazine has also named 6 Saint Lucian resorts amongst its top 40 resorts in the Caribbean islands. Reader's Choice Awards 2021. The results of the 2021 Reader's Choice Awards demonstrate the travel experiences of a record-breaking 800,000 Condé Nast Traveler readers across the globe who submitted tens of thousands of ratings and comments. This year's awards reflect the ways the world of travel has begun to welcome back guests and how travel professionals have never stopped serving them to the highest standards. Across the breadth of Saint Lucia, resorts offering varying experiences were also rated as number 7 Ladera Resort, number 8 Jade Mountain, number 16 Ann Shasney Resort, 27 Sugar Beach Viceroy Resort, 28 Windjammer Landing Villa Beach Resort, and 40 The Landings Resort and Spa. This is NTN Nightly. Primus Hutchinson is up next. Stay with us.
Food tells the story of each one of us. Who we are, where we come from, how we live, what we believe, and who we will become. Our actions today have an impact on our future. It is time to take action. We all have a role to play in improving production, nutrition, the environment, and our quality of life.
Welcome back. We join Primus Hutchinson for the NTN Nouvelle Creole.
Monsieur Janelle, Monsieur, Madame, département qui est responsabilité pour l'information, gouvernement Saint Lucia, ça c'est GIS, assommé bi télévision nationale pays NTN, qui a présenté une nouvelle créole, présenté au Primus Hutchinson. Gouvernement Saint Lucia, j'ai pris des démarches pour faciliter l'assistance pour les étudiants qui déshabiles pour participer dans un 3 jours étonnement à un programme plusieurs millions de dollars américains côté yokaisa lit divers livres par assistance internet. C'est 6 l'école pays qui a opéré plus possiblement pour les étudiants qui déshabiles qui a participé à un programme ça qui est nommé Bookshare. Étonnement qu'a point coup à l'école Lady Gordon qui est située en commune Cicero a commencé depuis le 11 octobre, exposé bout mercredi le 13 octobre 2021. Bookshare, c'est une institution de diverses bibliothèques qui a apporté plus gros services à toute la terre pour les étudiants qui ont problème vision, difficulté de cervelle et l'autre situation déshabile qui a affecté pour sa vie. Celle-ci, c'est une à 99 pays qui a participé au programme là. Selon principal pour l'école Lady Gordon, c'est Linda Prevel, institution, premièrement, c'est première celle-ci qui a participé dans ce service là, qui a trouvé ce service là, Madame Prevel, de qui pour trop longtemps, et j'ai expérimenté manière les étudiants qui déshabiles, qui ont des difficultés à façon pour lui, et que ça a énervé autant, et que situation qui a chagriné sérieusement. Programme ça là, qui a fait possible pour les instituteurs, ça veut dire teacher l'école, qui a supporté les étudiants pour servir ce système-là, pour lire et apprendre. Pour gérer ce qui a fait, et puis collaboration, département de développement durable et éducation, et qui a trouvé financé par UNESCO à total de 20 millions de dollars américains. Moun qui vivent à sous propriété qui passe à yo, qui ni besoin spéciale permission et autorisation de mettre propriétaire pour se qualifier en assistant spécial pour situation celle-ci, ça c'est citoyen celle-ci qui ni besoin support pour Kayo. C'est le ministre qui a la responsabilité pour Kay en gouvernement celle-ci, honorable Richard Frederick, qui fait annoncement ça là durant une grande cérémonie recettement en cette financière en Pointe-Séraphin pour officiellement présenter un programme d'assistance nationale pour Kay. Côté gouvernement, celle-ci qui a assisté moun au lieu pays là qui pas paie très pauvre pour sa vie remettre Kayo en ordre. Honorable Frederick expliquait que le gouvernement pas voulu assister moun qui vivent à sous propriétaire qui passe à yo et qu'après pour trouver yo en chise et puis mettre propriétaire ça là.
Nous parlons de situation ko omun kawitiado vie kay kon nou vini nou wanje fifi net nou wanje la porte nou petit way nou wanje roof la fait tout fait garder belle den mette ak avindi c'est kay li ki la. So nous kay brise permission pour nous travailler les kay sala pour mener primaire pour moun sa witi ada. But manly de personne qui n'ont conscience même si on moun lete ou si on a conscience et gouvernement ka vini ka try aider moun sa manly de personne kay di pa aider moun sa la. So nous kay regarder nous kay menide programme ça là c'est un beau programme et qui kay toucher la vie on chay Saint Lucia qui est pauvreté.
Organisation militaire Saint Lucia, ça c'est cadet corps. Côté principale responsabilité, c'est pour guider jeunesse pour accomplir succès. Des points en route qui différents, justement. Côté yo embrasser un service de bon esprit et bonne volonté. Mon organisation a visité plusieurs communes en pays pour te soigner les peuples qui plient besoin. Organisation cadet corps pour une initiative ça là en considération ce dimanche là côté pays a fermé toute opération pour 24 minutes temps. Pour ce dimanche ça là même cadet corps 3e bataillon organisation ça là j'ai soin monde qui en plusieurs communes au Léon pays de cette ici. Major Dylan Saint-Just déclaré que yo prend initiative ça là après dans un groupe côté yo a suggestion votre capitaine Elizabeth Gilles capitaine a fait suggestion ça là en considération des marches que le gouvernement prend pour fermer toute opération les dimanches en effort pour protection et pour empêcher maladie corona simorgée. Alors c'est même cadet corps en collaboration et puis ministère des Affaires égalité NIMO et l'autre agence décidé pour soigner monde qui pas ni côté pour rester organisation depuis implémentation programme ça là j'ai approché un boucher manger pour moun qui pas ni place pour rester commencer par ouest en Gozile comme Grand Rivière Bois d'Orange et Monchi et aussi visiter Anslawi et Canary. Organisation cadet corps Saint Lucia qui a fait un appel pour moun qui a voulu assister yo à initiative ça là pour faire contact et yo sur page Facebook yo pour yo ça continuer pour assister et que moun qui pas de place pour rester particulièrement les pays fermé opération les dimanches. Et c'est comme ça nous nouvelle là messieurs mesdames on remercie pour regarder on avoir une invitation pour jeune plus moins encore si Dieu conserver la vie d'un présenter l'autre nouvelle incroyable à présent on vivre présenter au Chanel.
Merci Abel Primus. We now take a look at the weather.
Forecast for Saint Lucia, valid for the next 24 hours. Partly cloudy and hazy, becoming cloudy to overcast at times, with scattered showers, which may be heavy in some areas, periods of rain, and isolated thunderstorms. Seas, moderate to locally rough, with waves and northeasterly swells 5 to 7 feet or 1.5 to 2.1 meters. Shower and thunderstorm activity associated with the tropical wave currently affecting the region has become less organized. However, this system is expected to continue to produce locally heavy rainfall, gusty winds, and isolated thunderstorms over the Lesser Antilles during the next 24 hours as it moves westward near 15 miles per hour or 24 kilometers per hour. Two other tropical waves located over the central and eastern tropical Atlantic are moving westward near 15 miles per hour or 24 kilometers per hour.
That brings us to the end of NTN Nightly. Join us next time at 7 p.m. with a repeat at 7 a.m. You can also catch up with us anytime on the Saint Lucia Government Facebook page or YouTube channel. I am Janelle Norville.